What's good, everybody? Michael Hurdle here from RawGameplay.com, where the only thing we like raw is our video gameplay. And we got fightinggm here, one of the top Tekken players I can probably say in the world. Am I right? Introduce yourself to people out there.
My name is Ariel Capian. I go by the name fightinggm, a GM, lead player from New York.
And that's how it goes. First of all, we'd like to thank Rose Maiden. She's the one who set up this interview because Rose Maiden has been keeping track of you. Of course, Rose Maiden is a Tekken player as well herself, and she's definitely awesome for the website. She takes care of RawGameplay.com, so thumbs up to you, Rose Maiden. So let's get straight to the point. fightinggm, you are an awesome Tekken player, and we think that you're slipping under the radar. And really, like, I've seen your skill, and you are really good at what you do when you play Tekken. First of all, tell everybody out there, who's your character in Tekken?
I use Lee Chalon.
I saw you. Did one day you go random select on people? Did you go random to select? Was that you?
I think it was me like one time. You know, I don't usually do that. I usually just stick to what I'm good at. Lee. That's it.
And Lee is your man. So let me ask you a question. First of all, a lot of people are saying that the Tekken scene is dying. Just people who watch this right now, is the Tekken scene really dying? Keep it real.
Tekken scene is not as big as it used to be for like Tekken 5 and Dark Resurrection, but that's been since Tekken 6 came out, because the game came out on arcade for a long time, and it came out on console too late. So, you know, a lot of people couldn't get into the game like that. So out of all the Tekkens, it's probably like the least popular one.
So, I mean, why do you still play Tekken?
There's still tournaments and stuff. But, you know, I like the competitive scene. You know, I like competition and stuff.
I heard recently you just came back from winning. You just came back. It was Germany, no?
I won that final round. Yes.
You won that final round. You came in first place.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I mean, to win, come in first place at final round. But how many people were against you?
Like 160.
Wow. And you say you came in first place. So I mean, dude, this guy is the truth right here. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about you. I was talking to you behind the scenes just now, and you were in Germany. You said you came in top 5, right?
Yeah, I came in top 5.
I wanted to ask you a question. When you were over there, you were there but basically by yourself.
Yeah,
you didn't have no team members. You didn't have anybody with you.
Nobody.
They spoke a different language.
Yeah.
That you had many people like actually rooting against you. Tell us your experience about that, man. Because that could be hard on the psyche, man.
It's pretty crazy, you know, just being like the only American in the place. Nobody you know there. You know, it's very uncomfortable and stuff. You know, I can see how like international players, when they come to the U.S., how they feel about coming over here by themselves, like, you know, like Daigo and stuff like that. It's not as easy as people think, you know.
Did you have a translator?
Actually, some of the Germans spoke English. They
Okay.
spoke English pretty well, so I could talk to people, but at the same time, it's nobody I really know, you know.
Right,
so
right.
Like, it's extremely tough, you know. I can see why people come in groups when they go out internationally. It's not playing internationally and playing the U.S. completely different.
Completely. What makes it completely different?
The atmosphere, knowing that you're not in the U.S. You know, playing in front of a whole group of people you've never played against in your life, you've never seen them in your life. Knowing that you're the only American there, and of course people's gonna cheer against you. It's just too many factors.
I know it could be. I mean, definitely, you know, like when both teams play and the other team is wiggling those little things in front of the basketball player so he can miss, it's like it's hard right there. Yeah. So when you were out there, I mean, you came in top 5. I mean, I heard that Namco actually sponsored you to go out there. Is that true or not?
Oh, the tournament organizer sponsored me.
Who's the tournament organizers?
Saber Daber. He's a Nina player from Europe.
Okay. And of course, because you're worth it. Now let's talk about. I want to talk about Tekken being dropped from MLG. Well, give us your thoughts about that, man.
Well, you know, the Tekken circuit for MLG, it was fun. You know, it was good to see Tekken finally get that kind of shine and deserve like credibility. Because you know that game, Tekken doesn't get too much love. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I love Tekken. I play with Paul Phoenix. I play with King. I'm not as good as you guys are. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here at 8-Bit in Manhattan, and we're having a little Tekken tournament right now, actually. And the turnout is actually awesome. So shout out to 8-Bit and Up.
Yeah, shout out to 8-Bit and Up.
Yeah, so tell us more about the MLG dropping. What's your thoughts of them dropping Tekken?
I was hoping they didn't, because that's the biggest prize anybody will win for playing Tekken. You know? Right. That's like, you know, it's a lot of money. Like $2,500 for first. Nationals was like $15,000. That's a lot of money for playing Tekken.
Right.
You know? But And it was the most hyped Tekken tournament to date, you know. We actually got our own big live stream, played on the main stage. We have our own main stage and everything.
Right.
It was so dope. It was so hyped, you know. So it's kind of sad to see that go, you know.
So what's your thoughts? I mean, it's definitely is horrible with that. I don't know what the verdict is with that. But moving on, what's your thoughts when it comes to Tekken Tag 2? I mean, is that something you're looking forward to?
Tekken Tag 2 is going to be quite interesting for me, because I've never played with another character besides Lee. So I'm pretty much forced to learn somebody new now. So it'll be kind of a test for me. So I'm interested.
Yeah, just like how me, when I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I only play with Akuma, but then you got to play with 2 other characters because they're like a team base. Yeah. So it's going to be really interesting. I guess it's going to push you to the limitations of having to be forced to learn another character.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I mean, I'm not really into the Capcom versus Tekken. I think it's called Tekken X.
Yeah.
Street Fighter X, Tekken X. It's Street Fighter X, right?
There's 2 versions: Tekken X and Street Fighter X.
All right, so Tekken X. I know. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm interested to see how Namco is going to put the Street Fighter characters in the Tekken engine. Very interested to see that. You know, Street Fighter characters have a limited moveset compared to Tekken characters.
Right.
So compared to Tekken characters, so I'm wondering, like, you know, what they're gonna do, or possibly could do, you know?
Yeah, it's something to look forward to. I mean, if in Tekken X, you think you're still gonna play with Lee?
Of course.
He said, of course, without a doubt. I mean, I guess you're just like me. You just have one set character. Like I have my Akuma when I used to play Super Street Fighter 4, and you just, I guess you're just good. I mean, obviously, like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my man Fighting GM here is one of these guys that's going under the radar. A lot of people don't know that this guy is such a pro like this, and we'd like to thank Rose Maiden, first of all, again, for setting this up. Rose Maiden is the truth, definitely. She's a professional. She's a journalist. She's everything in the one. She's like the Wendy Williams of video games. I call her the Wendy Williams of video games.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Just to wrap things up, I mean, because we can't stay here too long, because we actually got to go play some into tournaments or whatever the case may be. But I'm glad that you took the time out and actually came over here and spoke to me. If anybody wanted to get in contact with you, speak to you, friend you, you know, just find out more about you, see some of your videos, where do they go?
Just on YouTube, you know, you can search Fighting Gym. They have a bunch of videos of me. Or you can add me on Facebook, Ariel Capian.
Talking to the mic. Okay.
Ariel Capian on Facebook. You can add me. You know, TekkenSiteBoxing.com/forums. You know, SD Tekken, whatever.
When the new Tekken drops and all the good stuff, Tekken 6, we're going to talk about it right now. We're going to be keeping in contact with you. My man got the Tekken 6 shirt on. He is not playing. He is good at what he does. Props to you. Shout out to you. And I'm telling you, I've been following you. I've been looking at your work. You are really good, dude. You are good. Man. I was so mad. Remember back before when Triforce and them was at the they were at this release party and you couldn't get in because you were underage. They were selling alcohol and you were like, and you know, and I was so mad. I had to beg the bartender to let you in, the security. But he was like, I can't let you in because we got a liquor license and we can't let it. But yo, if they had let you in, you'd have probably smashed the whole crew. Let me get some love, bro. This is Mike Hurdle from RawGameplay.com. Where the only thing we like raw is our video gameplay, and we're here at 8-Bit and Up. Place to be, bro. Remember that. I'll talk to you guys real soon.